You're not dressing wrong, your shoes are betraying you. Yes, I said it. You might be wearing a beautiful jacket, your favorite silk blouse, the perfect lipstick shade you've worn for years. But if your shoes are off, too worn, too bulky, too childish, they quietly sabotage everything. As a fashion designer working closely with women in their 50s and 60s, I've seen this time and again. You're not lacking elegance. You're not out of style, but your shoes might be telling the world a different story. I've had women come to me saying, "Why do I look frumpy, no matter how hard I try? Why does she look so polished, and I when we're wearing almost the same outfit?" It's rarely the pants, it's rarely the top, it's almost always the shoes, because after 50, elegance is about proportion, structure, and confidence. And nothing affects all three more than what you put on your feet. This video is not about criticizing your choices. It's about elevating them with small, intentional shifts that make a big visual difference. So today, I'm going to walk you through the 10 most common shoe mistakes women over 50 unknowingly make, and show you exactly what to wear instead. Because comfort and style should never be a trade-off. And because at this stage of life, you've earned the right to feel visible, valued, and stunning from head to toe. Let's begin. Mistake 1. Worn-out memory foam flats. Let me paint you a familiar picture. You're getting ready for the day. You've got on a clean pair of pants, a crisp blouse, maybe even a light scarf to add some flair. You're feeling pretty good, until it's time to pick a pair of shoes. Without much thought, you reach for your trusty memory foam flats. They're the same ones you've had for years. You know they're a bit worn, the toes are slightly creased, the heel padding has flattened. But they're comfortable, they've molded to your feet. They feel safe. And so you slip them on, and somehow, that polished look you were building just flattens. Something feels unfinished, underwhelming. Sound familiar? This is one of the most common shoe traps I see elegant women fall into after 50. Clinging to worn-out comfort flats that have long lost their structure. And I get it. At this stage in life, comfort is non-negotiable. Our feet change, arches fall. We develop sensitivities that weren't there in our 30s or 40s. But here's the thing, comfort and elegance are not mutually exclusive. We can have both, we just have to be more intentional. The problem with old, shapeless flats, especially those memory foam kinds, is that they lack structure. Their soles wear down, the material wrinkles, the edges fray. And even if you're wearing your best outfit, those shoes will quietly drag your entire look down. People might not consciously notice them, but they'll feel that something is off. You might even notice it in how you carry yourself, walking more cautiously, your posture slightly slouched, your energy just a bit dimmer. I once had a client named Judith. She was 63, smartly dressed, with a wardrobe full of beautiful neutrals and tasteful prints. But something never quite clicked in her outfits. When she walked into the studio, my eyes went straight to her feet, ballet-style memory foam flats that had clearly seen better years. They were sagging at the sides and had no sole left. "But they're so comfortable," she said. I smiled and told her, "I believe you, but you deserve shoes that feel just as good and help you look as strong as you are." Together, we tried on a pair of real leather pointed toe flats in a rich taupe. Not stiff, not overly formal, just structured, elegant, and supportive. When she stood up, I could see her posture shift. She looked in the mirror and gasped. "I look taller," she said. "You look empowered," I replied. "That's the power of a good flat. Not just any flat, a structured flat, made from quality materials like leather or suede, with a slightly pointed or almond-shaped toe to elongate the leg. These aren't just comfortable, they're intentional. If you prefer something even more classic, consider loafers. Not the bulky kind, but slim loafers in soft shades like ivory, dove gray, or blush. A subtle gold buckle or a penny slot adds just enough detail without shouting. And don't forget, quality over quantity. One beautiful, well-made pair is better than 5 that lose shape after 2 months. Treat your shoes as part of your signature. They should support not just your feet, but your presence. So the next time you reach for those trusty old memory foam flats, ask yourself, do they still reflect the woman I am today? Or am I shrinking myself out of habit? It's okay to love comfort, but comfort should lift you up, not pull your style down. Mistake 2. Wearing running shoes with everyday outfits. Comfortable doesn't have to mean clunky. We all crave comfort, especially when we're constantly on our feet. And for many women, the go-to solution has become that beloved pair of athletic sneakers. You know the ones. Thick rubber soles, mesh fabric, maybe a splash of neon on the sides. They're supportive, lightweight, and probably have seen more grocery store aisles than the actual gym. Here's the truth no one likes to say out loud. Wearing running shoes with your everyday outfits can quietly age you. Why? Because they disrupt your style's balance. They were designed for motion, not for fashion. Meant for workouts, not wide-leg trousers. Meant to support a run, not support your personal elegance. When you slip those sneakers on with jeans, a blazer, or even a midi dress, it creates a visual disconnect. Your outfit may say polished, but your shoes scream practical first, style last. And while practicality is important, you deserve both. I once worked with a woman named Karen. She was 58, bright-eyed, beautifully dressed, and had just started dating again after a divorce. She came to me because she felt like something wasn't clicking. Her outfits were thoughtfully chosen, cashmere sweaters, tailored jeans, but at the bottom of it all, bright white running shoes with bubble soles. She wore them for the comfort, of course, but they stole the show in the worst way. When I had her try on a pair of low-profile leather sneakers in soft beige, something shifted. "These feel like slippers," she said. They were just as comfortable as her trainers, but visually they blended. They whispered refined, not rushed. And that's the difference. So what should you wear instead? Enter the minimalist lifestyle sneaker. It's soft, neutral, sleek. Think warm off-white, light gray, taupe, or blush. Choose materials like leather, suede, or even high-quality vegan options. Skip the chunky soles, logos, and color blocking. Look for rounded or almond-shaped toes and a flatter silhouette. These elements help create a more fluid line from your leg down to your foot, visually elongating your shape and making you look more put together. And here's the best part. You don't have to sacrifice support. Brands like Echo, Vionic, and even Rothy's offer modern designs with arch support, cushioning, and stability, all while staying true to elegant styling. They're shoes that can take you from a museum afternoon to lunch with friends and still look amazing with your linen trousers. Let's be honest. You've probably heard this voice in your head, but I'm just going to the store, who cares? You should care, because you're not just running errands. You're moving through the world, and how you move matters. There's something powerful about knowing you're dressed with intention, even for everyday moments. Especially for everyday moments. That's where confidence begins. So the next time you reach for those worn-out gym shoes before heading out, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, are these shoes still serving me? If the answer is no, let them go. Choose shoes that support your lifestyle and reflect your elegance. Because after 50, you've earned the right to walk through life feeling both grounded and graceful. Mistake 3. Flip-flop style sandals as everyday shoes. Easy isn't always elegant. There's something undeniably tempting about flip-flops. They're light, they're easy, they're always by the door waiting. And on a warm summer morning, when your feet feel swollen or tired, that little rubber strap feels like freedom. But here's the truth. Flip-flops are not real shoes. At least not when you're aiming for a look that says polished, intentional, and graceful. As a designer, I can always spot them a mile away, and not just visually. I hear them before I see them. That unmistakable slap 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 sound as they hit the floor. It doesn't matter if you're wearing a lovely linen dress or tailored shorts. The moment you finish the look with flat rubber flip-flops, it all comes crashing down. The problem isn't just style, it's structure. Flip-flops offer zero support. No heel cup, no arch, no hold. They flatten your foot, which in turn flattens your posture. Your shoulders slouch, your gait changes, and worst of all, you look like you didn't finish getting dressed. Let me tell you about Diane, a 61-year-old client from Southern California. She had great taste, breezy caftans, wide-brimmed hats, and a collection of artisan jewelry. But something about her summer style always looked incomplete. When she came into my studio, I saw why. On her feet were rubber flip-flops, worn at the edges, slightly gray and flimsy. "I just like to feel the breeze," she said. I smiled. Let's keep the breeze but elevate the experience. I introduced her to structured leather slides, still open, still breathable but with actual form. A molded footbed, a slight arch, a firm sole. We chose a pair in soft gold with wide crossover straps and a low wedge. She slipped them on, looked in the mirror, and I'll never forget what she said. "I feel like I just put my life together." That's the power of a good sandal. Here's what to wear instead. A leather slide with a wide strap and supportive sole. A low-wedge sandal in a rich neutral, like camel, ivory, or muted metallic. A slingback sandal with cushioning and adjustable straps. These styles allow your feet to breathe while still supporting your movement, your alignment, and your aesthetic. And if you think no one notices your shoes on a casual day, think again. People see your shoes when you cross your legs, when you walk into a room, when you're standing in line. They say something about how much you value your own presence. Now, I'm not saying you can't wear flip-flops ever again. By the pool, sure, in the garden, absolutely. But if you're wearing them to brunch, to the grocery store, or on a summer evening stroll, you deserve better. Because even on the most relaxed days, elegance is not about being formal. It's about being intentional. You can still feel casual and cool without looking careless. So next time you reach for those rubber flip-flops on your way out the door, ask yourself, is this how I want to show up today? And if the answer is no, don't worry. There are sandals that support both your comfort and your confidence. Because at this stage of life, we're not dressing for anyone else. We're dressing for the woman we've become, and she deserves more than plastic between her toes. Mistake 4. Slouchy, bulky ankle boots. When warmth weighs you down. As the air cools and layers come out, boots naturally become part of our everyday look. But the wrong pair, especially slouchy, heavy ankle boots, can quietly undo your efforts to look refined. What do I mean by wrong? Think thick soles, oversized shafts, heavy hardware, or boots that sag and bunch around the ankle. They're comfortable, yes, and maybe even practical. But visually, they often shorten the leg, disrupt clean lines, and create a blocky silhouette that makes you look heavier, not grounded. I had a client once, Evelyn, 65, who wore a beautiful tailored coat and midi skirt to our first consultation. Her upper half looked elegant and intentional. Then I looked down. Chunky black boots with wide shafts that gaped at the ankle and thick, rubber soles. She sighed. Why do I still feel bulky even when I dress up? The answer, proportion. A heavy boot draws the eye downward and makes the outfit feel bottom-heavy. Instead, opt for ankle boots with more structure. Look for styles that gently hug the ankle or have a subtle taper. A low block heel, about 1 to 2 inches, is ideal. It adds lift and balance without sacrificing comfort. Materials matter too. Smooth leather or rich suede in shades like chocolate brown, slate gray, or even deep burgundy often feels softer and more luxurious than stark black. And don't underestimate the power of a clean almond toe and minimal detailing. No studs, no zippers on zippers, just quiet elegance. When Evelyn changed into a pair of streamlined suede boots with a small heel, she stood taller. Her stride softened, she looked finished. So the next time you feel weighed down in your winter wear, look at your feet. Your boots should anchor your outfit, not sink it. Mistake 5. Painful patent leather heels you can't walk in. We all have that one pair of heels we've kept because they're just for special occasions, even though they pinch, wobble, or hurt the moment we put them on. But if a shoe changes how you walk for the worse, it's not serving you. Opt for a kitten heel or a mid-heel pump in a soft, pliable material like suede or satin. Block heels offer stability, and a pointed toe elongates your leg line without causing discomfort. One of my go-to recommendations, a 2.5 block heel slingback with a cushioned insole. It's chic, timeless, and wearable. Mistake 6. Plastic or mesh shoes that trap moisture. Clear PVC heels or shoes with plastic panels might have been trendy, but they rarely age well, on our feet or in our wardrobes. They trap moisture, fog up, and can make your feet look tired or even swollen. Elevate your look with breathable, natural materials, satin, velvet, linen, or leather. These textures age beautifully and mold to your feet. A client of mine once swapped out her stiff mesh sandals for soft gold velvet pumps, and they instantly transformed her little black dress into something red carpet worthy. Mistake 7. Shoes overloaded with embellishments. Glitter, giant bows, oversized logos. Sometimes we think a shoe should be the star of the outfit. But often, those loud details pull attention away from your face, your posture, and your presence. They can also look cheaper than they actually are. Look for refined accents, a metallic buckle, subtle embossing, or a sculpted heel. I always say, let your shoes whisper elegance, not shout for attention. A soft suede loafer with a minimalist gold detail can outshine rhinestones any day. Mistake 8. Old, deformed shoes that have lost their shape. That favorite pair you've had for a decade. If they're peeling, cracked, or sagging at the sides, it's time to let them go. No matter how well-dressed you are, shoes that look tired will send the message that you didn't finish getting ready. Replace them with one or two investment pairs in timeless shapes. Treat your shoes like your hair. Clean them, care for them, and store them with intention. Use inserts, polish regularly, and choose quality over quantity. You'll see the difference not just in your outfit, but in your confidence. Mistake 9. Wearing UGG-style boots as streetwear. UGG boots are cozy, we all know it, but they're more slipper than shoe. Their bulky silhouette lacks structure and can clash with structured coats or tailored trousers. They drag down your outfit when worn outside the house. Instead, choose winter boots with shape and polish. Shearling-lined ankle boots in waterproof suede, or tall leather boots with a sleek profile, offer both warmth and elegance. Pair them with tights, a wool midi skirt, and a belted coat, and you'll feel chic, not slouchy. Mistake 10. Buying heels for a fantasy, not real life. We've all been tempted by that pair of red stilettos in the window. But if they're just for show and not for living in, they're not the right fit, literally or figuratively. Style after 50 is about grace, not discomfort. Choose shoes you can actually move in. A pair of mid-height pumps, a kitten heel, or even a refined wedge can offer lift and confidence without pain. Ask yourself, could I wear these through an airport or a gallery tour? If the answer is no, keep looking. After 50, our style becomes less about chasing trends and more about embracing our truest selves. Shoes aren't just something you wear, they're how you walk through life. They affect your posture, your comfort, and your presence. So choose wisely. Let them reflect the woman you are, strong, thoughtful, graceful, and unapologetically elegant. And if you're wondering where to begin, I've curated some of my favorite elegant yet comfortable shoes on my website, pieces I've personally worn, styled, and loved for years. Because the right pair of shoes doesn't just change your outfit. It changes how you feel about yourself. This is your time. Walk it with confidence.